She wants stinky of me on camera.
Hey guys, welcome to our next video. We will be showing you how we rust-proof our van, doing our sound deadener, installing a window. That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah, we hope you enjoy it.
We did have a bit of wear and tear on our floor where it had worn through to bare metal, so I'm just here cleaning it up with a wire brush on the grinder. That's just to get rid of any of the rust or any dirt or flaking paint around where the bare metal was. We then proceeded to sandpaper it just to give the new paint something to key into.
These are little spots on the walls and the roof where there'd been scratches and dings and it had worn down to bare metal. So this is what we were preparing before we started to rust-proof paint it. We then needed to vacuum and clean all of the walls and the floor ready for the rust-proof paint.
This is the rust-proof paint we used. You wouldn't need a tin this big for a small job, but I just had leftovers in the shed.
We chose to do a few coats of the rust-proof paint. In between each coat it takes 16 hours to dry. Sponsor us, Bunnings. That would be amazing. Imagine getting sponsored by Bunnings. We literally just spot-proof kind of painted it. We didn't paint the entire thing. We did all the whole, what are these called? Wheel rims?
Wheel arches.
Wheel arches.
Yeah, every time.
We did the whole wheel arches. We did spots along here that might get a bit of rust in them. And then, yeah, made sure that we got spots like here.
Yeah, we got to do a little bit.
But yeah, we need to do a bit of more coats on the wall.
And we got to do some on the roof. There's a couple of rust spots up there.
Dan is making sure that I have done it correctly. Mr. Bossman Dan.
That's it, mate.
Not happy with my paint strokes of rust-proof.
Not happy with the apprentice's work.
To begin the window installation process, Dan had to measure everything very accurately.
Basically, I'm just trying to work out where we want the window in relation to the window panel that's available, and how it's going to fit with our bed and everything like that, and then kind of found a suitable spot and yeah, just measured and tried to mark as straight lines as possible to do the window cut. After marking out the straight lines of the window, I then rummaged around in the shed and found a paint tin that had pretty similar radiuses to the round corners on the window. You could also do that the proper way by using a protractor or some other form of tool, but I just had paint tins available and it worked. You might be a little bit shy, which might have to increase them a little bit, but I'm undercutting all of it and then we'll like put it in, see how it fits and then adjust it as needed. Racing!
So Dan just measured out his measurements a few times to double check. That's our window going in. He's using a nibbler to cut it. And then after this we will paint it with some rust-proof paint all the edges to make sure that's a bit of a prevention against rust. And she'll be right, eh?
Hopefully. But the bottom's in, those are good, it can come, so it fits there. Those radiuses aren't too bad, they are a little bit steep, but I just need to take a fracky off.
How did I score you? Woo! Just like chops my head off on the...
So here I'm just putting a polyurethane mastic sealant around where the flanges of the window are pressed onto, just to create a watertight seal.
We have a window! I don't want to break it.
No. Yeah,
Pull it down?
No, yeah, pull it towards you. Yeah. Yeah, and then push it out.
Woohoo!
2 clicks. Too far.
Woohoo! We got a window. Easy as that, hey?
Yeah, window done.
Amazing. Handyman Dan has nailed it once again.
So now I'm just putting on a fast drying automotive adhesive It's just to fix the timber frame too, to make sure it doesn't rattle or squeak or anything. So that is the timber frame that goes around the window, which the window clamping frame then clamps to. So here I'm just tightening the screws through the window clamping frame into the window, which is squishing everything together, pulling the window in, squeezing out the mastic on the other side to create the good seal.
So that's fantastic. Diesel's come to check it out, haven't you, buddy? Haven't you? Just wanted to show you what the window looks like from the outside. Alright, so we're about to start sound deadening the van, and so basically we just got some sound deadener from the car builder's website, which was pretty cheap. It was the cheapest that we found, and it'll do the trick. So
yeah, it's a lot cheaper than the Deadener and those other kind of brands that we're looking at for the amount that you get for the price that it is.
If we did our maths correctly.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty big roll, and like, because obviously with the van we are putting plywood up and, you know, putting like a ceiling in and stuff like that and insulating everything, like we're already going to get a fair bit of sound deadening from that, so you know, that's just more to put on the panels to stop that kind of vibration and just to take that high-pitched ting if you hit them, kind of take that away. So hopefully it works.
So yeah, apparently you use this to apply it with, and
The applicator.
I'm about to give it a good shot. Before applying the sound deadener, the entire van needed to be cleaned with grease and wax remover.
Heckin' sound deadener, friend.
I'm just measuring up bits and pieces on the van and then cutting it out from the sound deadener and then using the little rolly to roll it on. Seems to be working pretty well. With our sound deadener, we need to do the roof a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we agreed that the roof's more critical than anywhere else, just for trying to take some of the sound of the rain out.
Dan and I did have a little bit of an argument yesterday, but we won't talk about that, will we?
Well, you can talk about it if you want.
I just got a little bit nervous that there's only a few months left of this year, and we would love to be on the road by maybe May next year, and it's, yeah, I just wanted to hurry the process up a little bit, and I want to get on the road. And then, but you know what, Daniel was very mature in reminding me that it's all about the process and the journey. It's not about the destination. And
well, it is.
Well, yeah, but you know, it is. I'm enjoying this process, which is hence why I just want to do it all like that. But every time we come out to the van, stuff takes a little bit longer, and I just need to trust that process. And it's okay if it takes longer. And now
you were just a little bit disheartened because you were like, you thought you'd finish the rust prevention, and then for me to come out and be like, oh no, you missed a spot, you missed a spot, you missed a spot, you missed a spot. You were like, wah.
Alright, I'm going to wrap this video up here. We really hope you enjoyed watching our vlog. We appreciate it so much, and if you could give us a thumbs up or let us know with a comment or subscribe down below, we'd really appreciate it. It supports our channel. Thank you so much for being here and watching. We'll see you in the next video.